Hi guys, and welcome again to Yosi Kingdom. As always, it's your girl Yosi, and if you're new to this channel, this is the platform where we talk about important everyday stuff. We're focused on ensuring that your outstanding self ignites in yourself, your family, your career or business, and of course in your community. This is where you need to be, so ensure that you subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell to get notified when we release a new video, and of course like this video and share with your friends and family. All right, we're going to get into the gist of today, and that is about how to start making money on Instagram even with less than 1,000 followers. Like, even if you have less than 1,000 followers, you can start making good amount of money. So draw your chair closer and let's start having fun, and make sure that you bring your pen and paper as well so that you can jot these points down. Okay, all right, let's get started. Okay guys, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Toyosi Akeji, but you can call me Yosi, and I'm the founder of Yosi Kingdom, where we handle all things project management and communications. I am a project manager and a communications specialist, and because I'm talking about Instagram today, I'm going to be talking more on the communications aspect. I've managed several social media accounts and many digital accounts for many years now, and I can tell you that you can make good amount of money even with less than 1k followers. I'm going to show you some of the brands under Yosi Kingdom that has less than 1k followers and are making great revenue. Now, what I'm going to be pouring out to you guys is years of experience and, testing and trying things out. And I can tell you what works and what doesn't work. So draw your chair closer and pay attention. The first thing that you need to understand is that followers do not equate to buyers. What people do as mistake is that they will go and buy a page that has a lot of, I'll say, followers from their country and expect that that would translate into buyers. It doesn't work that way, except if it's for common commodity things like clothes. Then that can actually help, but it's not even advisable to buy followers because your page can be closed at any time, and you can always have a lot of Instagram restrictions here and there. It gives room for a lot of problems. You don't want to do that, and it just makes people not to trust you too, because people actually check and they can actually find out that your page has been bought or that's not your original starting name. It can be somehow messy, but that's not the point for today. It's about getting to make money. So followers do not equate to buyers, so don't always think that that is the case, because I have actually managed accounts that had 10k 12k followers, and when I actually came on board, I asked what they were making, and they were making next to nothing. But when we started working on those accounts, in less than a month they were making a good amount of money even with those followers that they had, because they did not know how to make money. So even with your 1k followers or less than 1k followers, you can actually make money. So do not fret. Do not think that you have to do something grand until you have to get to a particular benchmark before you can make money. It's a lie. It's a big lie. So how do you now make money is what I'm going to be telling you right away. Now, the first area that I'm going to be focusing on is your content, and there are so many babies under this content area that I'm going to be addressing. The first one is your IG profile. This is crucial because the Instagram handle is in such a way where, or I'll say the Instagram search engine is in such a way where it's not like YouTube or Google, where you can easily search for businesses and their content and easily find them. It's for you to sell your business, so that when something similar to your business is searched for, your name comes up. And that's why the first thing is your Instagram profile, and that consists your name. Your name needs to be on your Instagram IG handle, and not just your name alone, but something that tells your customer what you do. So if your name is, let's say, Posh, and that's the name of your business, Posh, then you sell clothes, you should actually write Posh dash clothes. That means when somebody searches for clothes, they would find your page. Or you write Posh clothes NG, so you know that it is Nigeria, okay? Or you can put the Nigerian flag. That allows people to know that, okay, this page is all about clothes, because people will not actually search for Posh when they're looking for clothes. They will search for clothes, and that's how they'll be able to find you. So if your business name already tells about what your service is, then great. But if it doesn't, it's important to actually probably abbreviate your name and then highlight the service that you render. That is the better way for you to get traction. Later on, people will get to know your name. There's a way you can put your name also in your bio that will get people to also attribute it to your name. And of course, your profile image can have your name boldly there, or your logo boldly there, so that people know that it is this brand. But it doesn't mean that you focus on just writing your name, especially when it has nothing to do with what you are selling. It is a problem, except if you have a lot of marketing spend to get people to get aware of your brand name, so that they can attribute that particular product to your brand and know that they can search for you. But if you don't have that much spend, and of course most likely you do not, because you have 1k followers or less than 1k followers, then your best bet is to put the kind of service that you're rendering as your name. Not just that alone. So maybe your name is Posh, you put Posh clothes, as I said earlier. So your name is still there, or an abbreviation of your name is still there, but the clothes that you're selling is also in the name, so that you can easily be found. The next thing about your name is the category that your business falls under. Make sure that you put that properly, and that comes in when you put your profile account. You make your Instagram a professional account. So change your Instagram from a personal account to a professional account, and ensure that you put the category that your business falls under. That helps for people to identify your business as well, so that when they search for you, even outside of just your name, the category helps people to also find you as well. This is important. And I know that some businesses have several categories that they fall under. Put the one that is the forefront of your business patronage, or the one that most people patronize your business for. Let that be the category that you highlight, and later on people can see from your highlights what other services you render. So shine the light on the buoyant service that attracts more people to your business. And of course, still on your profile, ensure that your bio description is to the point. Please do not waste time selling a lot of story. I am a this, we do this, our hope is to ensure that we motivate women, and we do clinical, and we do that, and you're just giving them serene, that you're just talking about all of your CSR. We did not ask you. All we want to see in your bio is exactly what you do. So I'll give an example of one of my businesses, which is Kriada. What is there is hire domestic workers. Okay, nannies and maids is spelled out there. You can train domestic worker, you can verify your domestic worker, and you can get nanny uniforms and whatever. I'll put the bio here. You see it, very direct. People don't have time for your story. Yes, you can sell your story somewhere else. I'm going to tell you where you can put all of your beautiful story to draw people in and make people to love your business and to have that emotional connect with your business. But that's not in your bio. Your bio is supposed to be direct, telling them exactly what you are offering, the key services that you're offering, and what they need to patronize your business for. It's not about story. Please focus it well. If you are a big business, you can afford to say a nice story, but when you are a small business, they are trying to grow, people don't have the time. Just tell them exactly what you are doing and call it a day. Okay, all right. Now we move from your IG profile to your highlights. Now the highlights is where things get interesting. This is where you can show yourself, because you want to show your business is, genge, and you want them to kind of have an emotional connect to your business, and you want a lot of scenery to be said, and it cannot only be said on your bio, because your bio is, as I said, focused on exactly the major services that you're rendering. So what would your highlights entail? It's not for people to just see pictures alone. Make the most use of your highlights, and I'm going to show you how. Firstly, your highlight is supposed to contain robust information about your business. Keyword: robust information about your business. So a major thing that must be on your highlights would be your services. Yes, your services. List out your services. What do you render? Let there be a service list so that people can clearly see all of the services that you render. Let it be highlighted. The next thing that you need to put out there on your highlight is your pricing. The most annoying thing that people hate is when they come to your profile and they cannot find the pricing for your service or for your goods. Now, when it comes to goods, the pricing is on the goods itself. So that would be on the image itself. So when you post an image of a particular good, you put the pricing in the description. That is a no-brainer. If you are doing DM for prices in this year, are you joking? Do you want to actually make sales? Please remove that thing. Put the price of your goods on your description, on the caption area. It is important, but I'm talking about the highlights now. Put your services, if it's services that you render, put your services and put the pricing so that people can have a clear idea of how much your services are. People actually feel shy to contact a particular service, and then they realize that the amount is not something that they can afford. They feel shy to do that, so they will just bolt from your business altogether because they don't want to contact you now and then feel obliged to just patronize your business. They don't want to feel like somebody thinks that they cannot afford your service, so they will just bolt altogether. But when your pricing is on your highlights, those who contact you will be those who have cross-checked everything and want to actually patronize you because they are seeing all the things that you offer, and they're just coming to tell you that, okay, how do I make payment, or just ask a few questions here and there to just finalize things and wrap it. So you don't have time. Make the process of getting the money out of your clients very easy and seamless without stress. Let them know exactly what you're offering, the pricing and everything. Let it be clear and spelled out, and that is it. So services, pricing, and then the next thing is payment. Yes, payment. Let it be clear how people can make payment and your rules regarding payment and refunds. This is also crucial. So let them know that the link to the payment can be in the description, or if you use like a bank detail, your bank number and your bank name, put that there on your highlights so that people can know exactly how to pay. So in my business, when it comes to Creada, the payment is on our link in bio. So you just see, click the link in bio for payment. It is there, so you don't need to go far to make payment. You can easily make payment without even saying a word to me. Like, you can just go on my highlights, see my services, see the pricing, go to my link in bio, click on whatever you want, make payment before you even talk to me. Like, you can do that without even reaching out to me. I'll just see the payment and know this person wants this. I'm gonna reach out to you. And of course, also on your highlights should be your processes. How do you deliver your service? So what's the process like? When the person makes payment, what's the next stage, and what is the next, and what is the next? So this way they can have the answers to all of the questions that they have. They don't need to be contacting you on your DM to be asking you too many questions again, because you have already spelled that out. Now, bear in mind that there are some people that lie. Even if you put the entire bibliography of all of your services and processes, they must still ask you jam question. It's okay. We love them like that. Some people need to have that personal one-on-one talk, but it makes it less when you have all those things spelled out in your highlights. So they already check out your business. Trust me, some people don't actually even patronize your business immediately they check it out. They have checked it out like way before, and when they are ready, they just come directly because they have been able to do their complete research. So make it easy. Let them see how long it will take to deliver the service or the goods that they are going to purchase. Let them know every single necessary detail that they need to know in regards to the process of delivering the business, so that there's nothing left to, oh, you did not tell me, or you did not highlight that. Now, sometimes you might not be able to capture all of this in your highlights. Then you can always put a disclaimer somewhere and say, DM me for a full brochure or a full process booklet, something that would give more details to, or give a deeper breakdown to how you're going to deliver the service. I do that for my business as well, because the major process is highlighted on the highlights, but even then there's also a brochure. So when somebody contacts me, there's a default message that is sent to them that tells them to contact us on our WhatsApp to receive our brochure. I don't like the fact that Instagram cannot allow you send documents. It's painful. Like Instagram, work on that. I'm warning you, work on it. It just makes things hard. So make sure that you can link them to how they can see the full breakdown of your highlights. Have all these documents ready so that you're not just having to chat and explain it every single time. Okay, make things fast. The thing is that we want to be closing deals Steve Harvey's style, bum bum suit. So ensure that you make everything fast, everything be ready and filtered. So whatever they need and whatever questions that they might need, already think about that. Prepare documents that has all of that. Put some in your highlights, put the major ones in your highlights, and if they need more, then give them the brochure in the DM as well. Now, other things that you can add to your highlights, and of course these things are things that you might need to always refresh, are things like the top selling goods or new arrivals or things that are on sale. This kind of things should be also in your highlights. So if you're having any promo or whatever going on, make sure that you put highlights for that so that people know exactly what is going on with your business. Or you can have a particular highlight that is for recent, so recent information, recent news, recent things that are happening in the business. So that contains the new arrivals, the top selling goods, the sales, and all of those nice things. It's important to highlight them as well, because that's what makes people to want to quickly patronize your business. People love sales. People love to see what is selling the most. It helps people to make decisions. And if they see that, okay, for example, if I want to buy a sunscreen and I see that this particular sunscreen is the top selling sunscreen, then I feel like people are buying it for a reason. People want this particular sunscreen for a reason. Then I will want to research on that sunscreen, and then I will most likely buy it because that is the one that most people use, and because most people love it. What most people use is often what is actually really good. So I would be safer buying that as opposed to be going down through your entire page trying to decide which particular sunscreen I want to get on your page. Okay, so that helps you to make sales faster. Now, the next thing about your content is your post. Please and please and please and please make sure that your content is always on point. If the quality of the picture is not nice, do not post. Don't post blurry, unattractive posts. Like, there are so many apps to make your post amazing, so you should not be posting mediocre things. There's so many apps for this. For example, you can use Canva is a beautiful app. The free version is amazing, and I think that the paid option is actually worth it. I'm going to do another video regarding Canva later on, so maybe I'll put the link here when I've done that. Please use Canva to do your to do your posts. Like, if you are someone that posts text, use Canva. There's so many templates that you can call from, and you can also buy templates. I'll put a link for some of my templates that you can actually buy and use. This will actually help to make your business look very professional, as opposed to somebody just doing it as a side hustle. There's a way you see a business and you know that this person is just doing it on the side, and there's a way you see somebody doing a business and you know that this is actually a business, and you feel like it's more professional and you would want to patronize. So let your post be actually clean and beautiful. Even the pictures, edit your pictures. You can use the simple InShot to edit your pictures. You can even go as far as downloading what some of these picture editing apps. I'm going to do a video about some of the editing apps that I use for some of my pictures. I'm going to put them out there, because when I started using these apps, I saw a huge transformation in the way my content looked. I saw a huge transformation in the way I got new followers, just because of how the pictures were. And of course, with the posts, with the images, with all of these things, and they are not costly. Some of these apps are free and some are paid, but they are so cheap. Like, it doesn't cost you so much to actually get these things, and it will do a whole whole lot of good. So this even this video on Instagram, you have to edit your video so that it brings out the colors. So make sure that you edit properly so that it looks really professional and nice. You don't need to pay graphic designer, animator, all sorts. And that is another thing that we're going to talk about altogether, as things that people do as small businesses that eats their revenue, that eats the money, and how you can save money. I'm going to do another video here and keep the link up here so you can check that out. All right, so still on this content, ensure that you have your business style. So there should be a style that is associated with your business. So the kind of image, the kind of way the text is, the way the entire capture is, look at a style and stick to it. I'm going to show you some of my pages that have about 1k and less than 1k followers. You see how the entire look and feel of the page is. It looks very professional, and guess what? It's done with these simple apps that I'm going to be talking about in another video. It's actually very simple, and most of these apps are free. So you see how it looks professional, and also you just need to stay in tune with the color of your business. So look at your business logo, look at the colors that are used, and stay true to that. Use those colors and highlight them in your feed so that your profile and your feed looks very professionally done. Like, honestly, these apps are free. I'm sure that some of these graphic designers are actually very pissed and are like, what's going on? We're not going to pay because they are free apps, and it just makes life easy for us. So I'm so sorry, graphic designers, but it is what it is. And to the kind of content, make sure that all of your content is upbeat, is energetic, is attractive, is nice, and of course highlight your services. So when you highlight your services, let the entire feed not just be your services. I often see this mistake and I'm like, what is going on? Like, okay, so let's say you are selling clothes. It doesn't mean that every single post must be a cloth. Like, it must be a cloth that is up on a rack for sale. So maybe you just put the image of the cloth and put the price or something. No, sometimes you can post a picture of somebody wearing a beautiful outfit, one of your outfits, and maybe dancing or playing or dancing to a song or singing or just being in a nice, vibrant environment, as opposed to just being the clothes itself. So give life to your post, because that's what will attract people. So if I see a beautiful dancer like myself dancing to a cloth, moving to the beat, or maybe doing one of those TikTok trends, and it's all nice, I might probably get attracted to that particular page. And when I get to that page and I realize that it's actually a business page that sells clothes, and I saw the nice clothes and it looks amazing, then I might want to check out the feed and probably purchase something. So attract people to your page. Don't just post just the goods and the service that you're rendering all the time. Don't do that. Let there be always some sort of catch. Now, I know that some of these businesses are very serious businesses, and it's not like clothes or jewelry or any of that, but are key and serious services. There are also ways that you can still make the content very lively. Look at something in relation to that business. I'll use an example. So in my business that is about real estate and selling furniture, sometimes I normally put beautiful houses, like inspirational houses that are just mind-blowing. So it just attracts people, like, look at this amazing house, and then it allows them to see my page and then see some of the house furniture and different ornaments that they can buy to make their house beautiful. And when they see a very massive, beautiful, luxurious house, they actually feel inspired to want to get their house looking all pink as well. So when they see some of the goods I'm selling, they are more inclined to want to purchase it, as opposed to when they're just seeing only my goods there. So the keyword is attraction, attraction, attraction. Attract people to your page. And also make your page very informative. People want to get insight to some things regarding what you're offering as a service or a good. So if you're selling clothes, you can put insights as to how to maintain this clothes. You can put insights on how to make the clothes use or wear this clothes. So different styles that can go with certain clothes. These things are informative and gives people ideas. So they kind of stay on your page longer because they don't just get the clothes that you're selling, but they are seeing how to, upgrade their fashion style, and even when they want to purchase a clothes, they can see that there are several ways I can actually wear this clothes. So it's important to give some sort of information. For example, in my page regarding domestic workers, I always give insights as to how to manage domestic workers, information about domestic worker rights, and so many things like that. So people get inspired by the page. I talked about childcare as well. So people actually learn some things from the page as opposed to only posting about make this sell this. If your business is all about just sales, people have that look of your business as you are all about the money. But when your business has those other extra things, they kind of get emotionally connected to your business. That is why they would go for it as opposed to another business that is doing exactly the same service that you are rendering, but theirs is all about just sales. People don't get attracted to that, so they'll go for the other one that is more attractive. So this helps your little business that has just less than 1k followers to actually get people in and also make money. Because the truth be told, for you to be able to make money, people need to actually see your page. Now, many people might see your page, only a few would follow you. So that's not the point. The point is not about growing your followers now. We'll talk about that later on. But even these tips are actually going to help you in growing your followers. But these particular tips are focused on you getting people to buy your products. When you attract them in, you'll be able to dangle your products or your services in their faces, and then they would purchase it because now they have that emotional connection with your business. They now feel like they are somehow connected to your business. It's a psychological thing, honestly. Now, still on IG, make sure that you leverage reels and stories. I cannot overemphasize this. Your reels and your stories have a very huge impact on your business because they are the in thing now. Like, people might not follow you, but your story is actually seen, honestly. Now, bear in mind that it's not only those that are following that see your story. That's the truth. So put your stories up there. People would share your stories. People would tell people about your page. When you put interesting things on your stories, it's amazing. Sometimes you don't want to lose the style of your feed, the way the order of your feed is going to go down, and you want to share so many things, or you want to ask so many questions on your page. Like, you want that kind of freedom to just do things spontaneously and just be flexible. Your story allows you to do all of that, and your reels is a very good platform to be energetic, be attractive, play. So it's for me, the reels is just your play zone for your business fun side. So do so many things, and you can also make your reels informative as well. So it doesn't only have to be just you doing dance challenges. Okay, like, you can actually make it informative, but let it be casual, let it be playful, let it be relaxing, just nice, as opposed to serious, because when you're dealing with key businesses, like let's say you're doing website development and you're only posting websites, people will not follow your page like that. But when they are seeing maybe catchy themes, or they are seeing the developers playing, or developers being developers, they would get attracted to your business and then see it. And you never know, down the line they want to patronize your business. So drag people in, attract people into your business. And of course, ensure that you leverage other social media platforms. This is key. When you use TikTok is actually amazing right now. So leverage on TikTok. I'm actually starting to go on TikTok. I've actually been on TikTok just a little bit, that I just tipped in and tipped out because I wasn't ready for it. But now I'm ready. I'm actually going into TikTok, so I'm going to put my TikTok link as well here, so you follow me there as well. Go on TikTok, go on Facebook, go on Twitter, do YouTube as well. Whatever, use other social media platforms. These things help to attract people to your business. Sometimes you might grow on another platform, and that will attract people to your Instagram. Go on Clubhouse, talk about your business, talk about the things that your business is passionate about. Talk about things that are in line with your business's industry, and get people to chip in and come in and get to know your business. That way people can begin to associate with your business and see some respect of what you do. They kind of trust your opinion on this particular service. They kind of trust your opinion and your input, and of course your products and your services. So it's a way for people to trust you as a business. So it's good to have all these other social media pages. It actually helps to also give that professional feel to your business. Now that we have dealt with content, the next thing is to look at your engagement. You really, really, really need to engage on Instagram. If you do not engage on Instagram, sorry, you're not going to make good sales. So ensure that when people contact you, you respond on time. As I said, make it easy for them to get responses. You can automate some of these messages. So when somebody contacts you, you kind of automate the response that gives them a lot of details, and make sure that you're able to attend to their questions on time and limit the amount of questions that they can ask by making your highlights amazing. But even then, engage with them. So as I mentioned, your story, your reels, your comment section, your DMs, respond on time, respond in a very professional manner. You can make the communication even more heartfelt by using emojis as well. It kind of makes people get attracted to your business. And also engage on other people's platforms. You're not the island of knowledge. You're not the custodian of knowledge. So people are in similar businesses as yours. So let's say you're doing the nanny service that I'm rendering, like Kriya that offers nannies and maids to people. Now, if I go to a page that is all about women, this is about women now. It's not about nannies. I'm not trying to steal clients from somebody that is in the nanny business, but I see a page that it's about women, about motherhood, about all those kind of things. I know that my clients will be most likely in this person's page. So when this person posts something nice, I would engage on the comment section, maybe give a comment that is in relation to that post. And when you give sensible, smart comments, people like it, people respond to it, and they later go check your profile to see who this person is, and they can see that you are this business offering this service. And because the followers of that particular page are women, your target audience, they are women, they are mothers, then you know that you can get some followers, some clients from there. Some of the people that are seeing your page, they might not necessarily patronize you immediately, but there's a way that maybe somebody somewhere talks about the need for a domestic worker. They would actually recommend you. Like, I've had several people recommend my business that I've never even spoken to these people before. Like, I have not even engaged these people before, but they will just recommend my service because they have actually gone to my page, they have checked my page, they have seen the way it is. So they just know that this person is quite professional. This particular service is actually good. So even though they have not patronized me, from my communication in other platforms, from my kind of content, they can see the kind of quality that I deliver, and they can to an extent trust and recommend my services. So it's important to engage in the community of your target audience. So follow other people's platforms that are in relation to the kind of service that you're rendering, or are pages that have your target audience as their followers, and you can get a lot of clients from there as well. And also you can follow some of their followers, and some of the people that are active on the page, like those who are giving comments, those who are engaging on that page. You can follow those ones because those people will actually check out your page, and when they see that your service is actually interesting and they think that it's something that they can potentially want later on, they would follow you back. Even if they don't follow you back, they kind of have you at the back of their minds, and when there is a need for your service, they would contact you. So spend some time to follow people that are in your target audience. This is a very good way for you to get more potential clients that would actually contact your business. Now we've talked about content and we've talked about engagement. The next thing is advertising. please and please and please, you need to advertise your business properly. Don't think that you don't need to do adverts. People will just come and find your business just like that. No, there is a stage in your business, and this is the stage where you have less than 1k followers, when you need to actually use advertisements and use it well. Now, a mistake that a lot of people make is using very small amounts for adverts, like let's say 1k 900 or 2000 naira for adverts. I used to do that. Trust me, it would bring people to your business, but it's not sufficient. There's something about the amount of people that you are able to target. So when you are able to pump in some good amount of money to your adverts, it will have a wider reach, and so more people will get to see it, and then you have more patronage. If you do an advert that has more reach, you will get more eyeballs, and more eyeballs mean more people asking questions about your services and more people patronizing your service. Now, I don't believe in pumping too much money on adverts. I think that you need to be really smart about it so that you don't gnash your teeth later on, or what you get from it, that is the return of investment, is not worth it. So what I would always advise is, what is the cost of one service? Okay, what is the cost of one service? Then use that amount to do an advert. So if your service is, let's say, 15k, then spend 15k on an advert, or at least spend 10k on an advert, and at least you get one client from that thing and you get your money back. But most likely you will not just get one client. You probably get like minimum of 3 or 4 or even 5 clients from there, or even 10 clients or 20 clients from that amount that you've spent, and that is actually great. So most times you will not just get one client, but even if you get one client at that particular time, you have gotten a lot of people that have asked questions about your business, that have actually contacted you. These people might not patronize your business right now, but they have actually reached out to you because they are potentially going to patronize your business, and they can patronize your business like maybe next month or months down the line. So it's not money wasted, and it brings more eyeballs. There's a reason why some of these big companies, as big as they are, will still continually put out adverts there to refresh people's mind about their services, to refresh people's mind about what they're offering, and to just keep that top of the mind awareness, so that whenever you want to patronize something that is in line with the business, you will patronize them. So it's important that you do your adverts, but not just waste adverts on just awareness alone. Let it be planned well, and I'm going to show you how to plan your adverts well. So we've talked about the money side of the adverts, because that is the key part. People think that, oh, I don't have enough, so I cannot reach people. If you use that formula of using the cost of one service as your advert money, and then when you are able to get XYZ amount of clients, then you use that same money again to do adverts again, and then keep on doing that circle. And at some point you realize that if I do this amount of money, I normally get XYZ amount of clients. Now I want to double it, or I want to increase it by a certain percentage. And then you increase your advert by that percentage, and you get more clients. And then you do not continue to increase as your clientele begins to increase. The moment I increased my advertising money, I got a huge change in the number of people that patronize my business. I'm telling you the truth. But you need to make sure that you advertise properly. So let's hear how to do that. First of all, the advert post needs to be very simple and clear. Do not put too many texts on your advert posts. Let it be clear exactly what you want them to patronize, or the good that you want them to buy. Make it very clear. Tell them the cost of it directly on your picture. Don't even put it in just the comments. If you can put it on the picture, put it on the picture. Let it be spelled out and clear, so that there's no room for people just contacting you for no reason. Like, people will now contact you and they now start asking you for pricing. But when it is clearly spelled out there, if they contact you, it's because they want to patronize you. And then on the caption area, spell out exactly what the service is. Like, explain further, put the pricing there, put the process of how they're going to get this service delivered, or how they're going to get this good to be delivered. Ensure that you also give them the why they should patronize you. put everything out there so that they kind of feel like you know what you're doing and they feel like you are professional. This way, they are going to want to patronize you. But when the information is very scanty and they have to ask you a lot of questions, or they have a lot of questions that are left unanswered, they probably will not even contact your business. So make it very inviting. Let the caption be inviting. Let people feel like people want to see your business. Let people feel like you know what you're doing and you know your onions. And don't give people the vibe like you are begging them to patronize your business. No, don't do that at all. Let them feel like you understand your business, you have your clientele, you are doing them a great service, and let them see the benefit, the value of patronizing your business. Let them see that people are patronizing your business. So talk about your clientele, talk about how people are rushing you, let them feel like, it is a hot and in demand kind of service. Also put like a time to it. So if you're doing a promo, for example, put a timeline to it. For the first 5 people will get XYZ discount, the next 5 will get XYZ discount. You are getting people to want to answer you on time. So, put that time into it. It makes things a lot more interesting, and it makes people to feel like, this business is active and people want this business. So people don't want to be the first to try out something. So when they feel like you're begging them for it, they feel like maybe it's not good enough. But when they see that people want your business, they are seeing that you have sold out, you are seeing that there's a lot of patronage, or you're actually showing them that your business is actually booming and is great, then they would want to patronize you. So let it be captivating. When you read the caption, does it ignite you to want to patronize? Like, if you see this caption, would it make you want to buy it? You can even ask a friend to read it and ask them how they feel about the caption. Is it inviting? Is it attractive? Ask people around so that they can give you their feedback about it before you post it out. Then when you get positive feedback, you can now do your advert and be very, very clear on exactly what you want your audience to do. Do you want them to go to your website to see your website and the services that you render on your website? Do you want them to come to your profile? All right. Do you want them to see your profile and to follow you, or do you want them to actually come to your DM and directly ask you for your service and patronize you? Most times I like to use DM because DM makes people to just contact you directly for what they want. When they DM me, they get an automated message that tells them exactly the breakdown of everything, and so they just move on with it. Like, it's very detailed, so they get every information that they need, and all they need to just do next is to just patronize. So I can even put links to certain highlights so that they can see some details of key things in my highlights as well, and everything is well spelled out. So they just contact me and it's fast. Like, we close deals immediately. Many times I do adverts and I'll just see payment details, and they have already made payment, and they're just telling me that I have made payment, so let's begin. Like, they have already made payment before even contacting me. I'll just see the first message is the payment details, that they already made payment, confirm payment, and I'm like, okay, let's now move on. Like, I'm always excited about those kind of clients because they don't even stress me. Like, they already are sure of what you're delivering because you have given them so much information on your profile, and even in the adverts already, they already seen enough details, so they just want to move on quickly with your service. And also make sure that you target properly. Ensure that you are clear who your target audience is. Are you targeting women? Are you targeting men? Are you targeting youths? Are you targeting those that are in the older generation? Are you targeting those that have children? Or what exactly is your client looking like? Like, what is the exact picture of your potential client? And then use that to do your targeting. So target with the age, with the gender, with the interest. So what would my target audience be interested in? Now, it's not about things that only relate to your services, but what your target audience would be interested in. Now, for example, whenever I'm targeting my clients for my nanny and maid business, I normally put the interest of people that are interested in babies, that are interested in diapers, in motherhood, in parenting, in childcare, all of those things, because I know that these are things that a lot of parents that have young children are going to be looking at on social media. So people that look at those kind of content would be people that will receive your adverts as well. So it's not about where your business is at alone, but also what your clients are most likely interested in on Instagram. So put that in your target and ensure that you put the geographical location well. Don't just put the whole of Nigeria. When you know that it's not the whole of Nigeria that's going to patronize your business. Like, your clients are always coming from maybe Lagos and Abuja, or Lagos and Port Harcourt and Kano, and then you're now putting the whole of Nigeria. Instead, target Lagos, target Abuja, target Port Harcourt, target Kano, as opposed to targeting the whole of Nigeria, and then your adverts are wasting to be shown to people that are in Zamfara, and people that are in Jos, and people that are in so many other places that will not patronize you. Okay, so target specifically so that you're not wasting where your 10,000 people that your adverts will be shown to would be. If you are targeting 10,000 people in Lagos alone, it is actually better than you just scattering it to the whole of Nigeria, and then maybe 8,000 goes to other parts of Nigeria and only 2,000 goes to Lagos. Meanwhile, your main clientele is in Lagos, just because you want to feel like my business goes across Nigeria. No, if your major clients are in Lagos, target Lagos. Let your money and everything be focused on Lagos. When you want to expand to those other states, you will now begin to target those states particularly. In fact, you can create a service or an offering that will be peculiar to the people of a particular area to kind of attract them in first before you now start targeting that place alone. So make sure that your adverts are on point and they make sense, and you target it well so that you're not wasting precious money. Every single amount counts, so use it wisely. So target the location well, target the age well, target the gender well, target the interest well. This is very important, and don't be lazy with the interest part to just put a few. Put as many as your hand can take, that your hand will be paining you like this. Keep on writing, keep on targeting. Instagram is not complaining, so put as many interests as possible that are in relation to what your target audience wants, because the more you're able to target right, the more the right people are going to see your business and of course patronize you. Now, when it comes to sponsorship and using influencers, I usually just stay clear of doing that when your business is still very low, because what you're looking for your business is not only just awareness alone. And most times, some of these influencers bring awareness but not necessarily sales. And if you just get awareness without sales, it doesn't really help. As I said in the beginning of this video, followers do not equate to sales. Instead of spending like 30k, 60k, 100k, 1 million and more on influencers, I'd rather use that money on adverts. If you use that same amount that you're going to be giving to an influencer to do your adverts, trust me, you're going to get more clients, you're going to get a lot of followers. So to me, it pays better to target that money for adverts than influencers. And maybe as your business begins to get steady and you have enough revenue, then you can go into that influencer space. And if you want to use influencers, use the right influencers. So because a particular celebrity is popular and has a lot of followers, doesn't mean that person is the right fit for your business. Yes, importantly, look at those people that are following that influencer. Are they your clients? Like, for example, if I want to use an influencer, I'll most likely use an influencer whose page is targeted at women, that the page is all about women, womanhood, motherhood, and all of those things. And so I know that the person's followers are women. So if I use that kind of influencer, I would most likely get good clients from there, as opposed to targeting one funny female celebrity who has a lot of followers, but they are mostly young youths that will not patronize my service. Also look at the adverts that are on that influencer's page, because some influencers do really well with their own posts, but when it comes to posts like adverts, they don't really do so well. So look at how people respond to some of the adverts that influencer has done. Look at the number of comments on that post. Look at the number of likes. Look at those kind of yardsticks, and see how the person did the influencing. Was it done shabbily or done very well? Because some people are very good at promoting themselves. But when it comes to doing people's work, they'll just do a very shabby work. So look at all of these things and look at the kind of comments that people are making on that influencer's post for a client. Are they making comments regarding that business? Are they asking questions about that business? Or they're just saying mad, or they're just saying, oh, fire, or they're just posting funny things, but they are not necessarily asking about the business. So check these things. The test is, I'll just monitor that influencer for a while, and when that influencer posts an advert or a post that is about influencing a particular business, I would quickly go to that business's page to see the number of followers that that business has, to see the most recent post that that person has, and see how it is doing. Then I'll compare it to like a day or two or more after that post and see the difference. If there is no major difference, there's no significant difference, then for me it is not worth it. So these are some of the things that you do. Don't just blindly use an influencer, because you might end up wasting money. As I said, I would rather spend the money that I will use for influencers to do Instagram adverts, because I will get more tractions that way. And when I say tractions, I mean return on investment. That means I'll get more sales. Remember that the main theme of this video is about making correct sales, making good sales with even less than 1,000 followers. Okay. And last but not the least, protect your business. So make sure that everything is spelled out. You have been able to look at every area of your business. You have been able to clearly articulate how your processes are going to be and how you're going to do your refunds and all of those things, so that it is clear, so that when somebody wants to act funny, you have your backing, like you have your details spelled. You can say, see what I showed you, see what I told you. This is everything spelled out. Don't always do calls alone and let it now be a matter of, no, you said, I said. Let everything be documented. So put it on the chat. I like to use WhatsApp because that way you can actually check it out. In Instagram, they can always erase a particular post. So I like to do WhatsApp. So when people contact me on Instagram, I like to also tell them to receive my brochure on WhatsApp, so that everything is now documented from there. They can see the whole services. And when your highlight has every of the necessary details, like the key details, there will not be any room for ignorance of, oh, I did not know. I'll say, madam, it is clearly on my highlight, and you can see where that highlight was posted. It was before you even contacted me. So it's not like as if I just changed it. And I gave you this document that has all of this information, so you cannot say you do not know. So it's important to make sure that everything is well fine-tuned and there's no room for error or problems, so that you have your legal backing for yourself, and you don't have many issues that will cause a lot of fight later on. Like, you reduce the chances of arguments or fight, because when things are even clear, there will be less issues with clients of somebody saying they were not clear on something and it causing an issue. All right, so that is how you can actually make a lot of sales from your business that has less than 1,000 followers. It's not magic. It doesn't happen in a day. It's for you to do things properly and be consistent at it, and you start seeing results. And if you need a personal coaching for your business particularly, then of course contact me and I'll help you review your business and come up with a strategic plan that would help to generate sales for your business. And most importantly, I'll also help you look at revenue sources, like other streams of revenue from your business. I'll pull out a lot of revenue sources that you can milk that are still in line with your business, because sometimes you're focusing on only one area of your business, not realizing that you can make money from several other aspects of your business that you are not looking at. So I'll help you to look at all of those things and how to package those things and make the best sales from it. So I hope this video has been very insightful for you. If so, please ensure that you subscribe to this channel and that you click the notification bell to get notified when we release a new video. And of course, like this video and share with your friends and family so that they can join the Yosi Kingdom. We love you, so we can always hang out on our social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, and of course Twitter. So kindly follow us there as well. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a great day. Bye.